After almost a month of travel, my mind and heart feel saturated with newness. There's so much within longing to be felt, processed, and filtered through my creative lens. To create space for this internal unfolding, I've been leaning on the familiarity and tranquility of a morning routine, on the slow rituals that feel like home, meditating, moving my body, making a nourishing breakfast, having a hot drink in the sun, and pouring my thoughts onto paper. Good morning. This bathroom is incredibly beautiful. I don't think I've ever been in such a tranquil bathroom. There's something about like the morning potter around in a place that makes me feel so at home. Just like putting dishes away that have dried and getting everything tidy for the day. This Airbnb is so humongous though, and I keep losing things in here. Every 5 seconds we're like, where's my phone? Where's this? Where's that? But it's just so spacious. There's so much space to dance in this kitchen. We've been dancing every night we've been here whilst cooking. There was a mosquito in our room I think we first noticed it at 2 a.m.
Yes.
And then it was just buzzing. It was probably the worst mosquito I've ever experienced, like the intensity of its buzzing. It was coming right into our ears. And then we kept going under the blankets, as you do, and we're like, no, the mosquito. Oh, is this for your eye? It looks like you've got a sty.
Oh, no.
The audacity of a mosquito to bite you on your eyelid. And then I turned the light on and I was like, you know what? I'm going to find it. I was sitting there and I was just like waiting for it to fall into my trap. And then
that light on.
No, I turned it on at 2:30 and then we went back to sleep, and then I woke up again, heard it buzzing again at 5:30. So we had 3 hours of sleep in between. And then it came back and it was like, yeah, I checked the time. And then it came back.
It kept like hanging around here.
Yeah, it was so loud.
Very much I feel like it went in my ear at one point.
And then we're like, this is too much. And there's 2 bedrooms here. So we're like, let's go to the other bedroom.
Yeah.
And then we moved.
We should have done that hours ago.
Literally.
So it's been a rough night.
It's been a rough night. But here we are.
What I look like.
We're getting back to routine nonetheless.
Yes, I'm gonna do my yoga.
I'm going to have a quick workout and then I'll join you yoga.
Nice.
We shall return to routine, to ourselves. I was just saying we dance in the kitchen every night. And every morning.
Yeah.
Okay, time to put the dishes away. Yeah, we'll eat after yoga. And have a hot drink and sit outside in the sun. And write. And that is how
life.
And that is how we do.
That's how we do. That is our life. That is how we. No, I thought that's okay.
Okay. 'Cause that is our life. That is how we do it. That is our life. That is how we do it. That is the morning routine. We love slow mornings. I'm dizzy. My morning workouts always feel like a kind of meditation, a rhythm I can always return to and rely on to ground me. I start by shaking everything out. I tune into the rhythm of whatever music I've put on and let it spread through my body. I usually have a workout already written in my phone, but often that structure ends up dissolving in sound, and my workout becomes this continual ebb and flow between pure movement and structured exercises. There's a moment, usually not long after I begin, when the world narrows. All the future thoughts, the to-dos, the I forgot to-dos, start to fall away, and all that remains is breath and motion. Everything starts to feel awash with a sense of euphoria. Maybe it's the endorphins, the way I feel the life rushing to every corner of my mind and body. Even in the intensity of my workouts, there's a calm, a kind of quiet focus, because I'm not thinking about anything else, just breath, movement, the feeling of my muscles working a little harder with each rep. It becomes a rhythm I can sink into. When I'm outside, that feeling deepens. The sun filters through the trees, and I notice the delicate dance of the leaves, birds calling out in the distance, the quiet hum of insects. The world feels soft and alive, and I feel more connected to it and to myself. Exercising outdoors reminds me to slow down, not in pace, but in awareness. By the end, there's a lightness, a stillness. I feel clearer, like I've returned to something simple and steady, something that was always there, just beneath the surface. I came inside and joined Mina as she flowed through her morning yoga. The intensity of my workout dissolved, and as I stretched my body, I found the expansive and quiet space that the intensity had left behind.
Yeah, we can't face each other. Yeah, that's fair. And I'll go away from you. Stop laughing. We're trying every method possible. But I feel very out of breath today. Your shit goes on, right? Okay, well. Don't move. You've ruined my arm. 1, 2, 3. I'm sorry, I just wanted to do that. This is the truth, guys. This is what really happens. We're trying to but the arm isn't helping us. laughing? One more time. My voice! Something feels off.
Mine's like shaky.
And also, yeah, me too. I think that's something happened to us in Mexico. It's going to happen. I can't do it. When you're around me, you do something to me. Oh, here we go.
I got something out.
Huh?
I got something out.
You did.
So now what?
Now we start J.
I'm so happy there's this beautiful office space in this Airbnb. It always feels so luxurious to have like a dedicated room as an office. I feel like I'm playing a character in a different life while staying in this Airbnb. I'm like, welcome to my office. This is where I do my work. This is the library. But there's so many parts about this house that really reflect like the dream that I see for myself in the future. when I envision where I want to live, what I want the space to look like, how I want it to feel. Particularly this office and this desk and this window that looks out onto the trees outside. That is one thing that I really want for myself in the future. My Pinterest board knows it. Just a big window in an office and a big wooden desk. And it just makes me feel good. It makes me want to sit down and get work done, and helps the ideas flow when you can look outside and see nature, especially when I'm writing. It feels so refreshing at the moment to be giving myself some time and space to sit down, get a bit of work done, take days slowly, not feel pressured to be seeing a lot and doing a lot. Like, we've been staying in the house a lot, and that was kind of our intention with getting this Airbnb. Like, we just wanted to decompress for a few days, because when you're traveling for a long period of time, I feel like it's so important to have these moments of spaciousness, especially when you're creating or working at the same time. And so this has been really, really nice. I also feel like there's just so much comfort to be found in like the familiar little routines and habits of day-to-day life, like things that maybe you sometimes will get bored of when you're doing them repetitively in the same place. It's like sitting down, doing work, doing the same thing in the mornings. But whenever I'm in a new place, I always remember how grounding I find those things. The breeze is blowing, the birds are tweeting, I'm sitting here about to do some writing. I feel like I'm living both my past self stream and my future self stream, and present me is just here taking it all in, like, this is really nice. I've been in such a mental space lately of just being really curious about what I want in the future, where I want my life to head. Asking myself all of the big questions, thinking about what I want to do, where I want to go. And I feel like I have a really clear vision of a life that I see for myself in the future. And I was thinking about this the other day, and then I ended up writing this whole paragraph about that dream and that vision for myself. And this was a few weeks ago before I came to this Airbnb. And then coming to this Airbnb, I was like, wow, I'm really seeing a glimmer of what I envisioned, what I wrote in that paragraph in this little chapter that I'm living here in this Airbnb. And when I was asking myself that question one evening, I wrote in my journal and I said, I have a vision of my future self and the selves that will be shared as I walk the path towards her. I see myself in a beautiful home, surrounded by nature, with a body of water nearby, a river, a lake, a sea perhaps. I see her with shelves full of books, with scrapbooks, journals, books she's read over the years, books that have seen her through cycles of renewal. I see the fruit in her fruit bowl. I see the jars of fermented goods, homemade condiments and spices. I see the beautiful meals she cooks, the art hanging on the walls, the vegetable garden, the fruit trees, the cups of tea she shares with her friends that come round, the nooks throughout her house that invite you to sit and be still for a while. I see the flowers around the house cut from her garden. I see the large wooden desk, the wooden framed window cutting out a scene of rich green. I feel the softness of the space. I feel her compassion and warmth. I see her so clearly. I see a little girl back in her bedroom, but in a new form, a new shape. For the spiral has expanded and grown outwards. Life has irrevocably changed her, yet she remains the same. The eternal paradox of life.